Absolutely. And we've dealt with these issues in South America very, very often, with this financial crisis that you need to manage, and there's usually an economic formula that is quite clear of what you have to do, but no elected official wants to do it because it's politically very expensive. Usually they're focused on inflation and things that people care more about.
So what does this mean down the track then? If you've seen this script before and you've seen it play out, you've now got the market confidence, or at least a little bit of money returning back to the economy, which stops that big decline in the local currency. But down the track, if investors are also just playing their role and getting back in, long term, if there's another shakedown, investors just flee quickly again, don't they? So nothing's really been solved.
Exactly. For me, just increasing interest rates to 30, 40 or 60%, like in Argentina right now, is really just a way of winning some time. It's not a solution to have 60% interest rates in an economy either. So it just allows people to win a little bit of time until they find a political explanation to the real impact and the real policies that they have to take. And at the end, we just go back to fundamentals. When they are successful, they win enough time for fundamentals to pick over and investors calm down and realize what's happening and come back. Or when there's no solution, actually this leads into a bigger crisis that ends up exploding with a raising currency, or depreciating currency that nobody can stop, and eventually a political one.
This is part of the bigger picture, and you've both alluded to that as well. This is about the fact that there is a global tightening of money going on as well. And any country, if it just keeps its nose moderately clean, does what the IMF says to a certain degree, will carry on attracting liquidity and capital in a zero interest rate, massive QE environment. It is easy pretty much for them to attract capital. Now that there's an extraction of capital of some sorts from the Federal Reserve, with a little bit of belt tightening there as well, from the Europeans as well potentially, a little bit less money around, higher interest rates elsewhere, that is basically creating a bit of a game for who can attract liquidity. So you have to have better economic fundamentals. And I'll just give one more bit of data, because I do look at the Institute of International Finance briefings on a regular basis. Frontier debt now, not emerging market, frontier debt, i.e. countries which are young, which are growing very quickly, they've got some incredible debt levels now. $230 billion increase in the frontier market's debt profile since the first quarter 2017, just a year and a half. $2.8 trillion of frontier, that's frontier, not emerging debt in the first quarter. That is 120% debt to GDP. That is big.
Yeah, we are seeing some of these very worrying situations happening. We had cheap debt and, more importantly, available debt for almost any economy in any country in the last 10 years. And not all of them invested wisely. And what's happening today with economies tightening down in these countries is whether you're able to get out of that situation through the good investments you may have done in the past, or you won't be able to get out of that situation if those investments were bad. So probably we'll see a filtering of countries that have good fundamentals, being able to repay debt and refinance, and those who don't, getting into the worst and worst situations. The trick obviously is to determine which one is which, but it's going to play out in the next year and a half.
It'll give us plenty